Baseball season is 1 week away, and we are here to preview the Mets' upcoming 2026 season. And we're doing it as the very first live stream on the new channel, the secondary channel, FCTENT 2. So we're back here, and for anybody who actually follows the channel that the way we do, as you know, for everything that we do, if you watch our wrestling reviews that we do on there, our last review was technically the 100th episode. That is no longer the 100th episode because any of our Road to episodes, the Road to episodes is me and Tro, so that those episodes are going to be migrating over to this channel. Some of them already have, but hopefully soon all of them will be migrated, and those will be counted as its own episodes. So there's no longer been 100 episodes. So there you go with that. But we also, speaking of that, as we don't really want to talk too much wrestling here on a baseball podcast, but speaking of that, we got some great news yesterday on the Road 2 front because you have a Road 2 scheduled that where
Yeah.
we need the SmackDowns on Peacock. Well, the SmackDowns were supposed to leave Peacock either yesterday or 2 days ago. They didn't. And now they do not say expiring anymore. So SmackDown ended up staying on Peacock. That is huge news because if they would have left Peacock, you essentially would have had to pick a new road too.
I
Because
mean, they're probably available on Daily Motion.
yeah, there's no guarantee that you can find all of them on Daily Motion.
I found that random ass Raw with Grandma Edna from
Yeah,
2001. So who knows? Since apparently they don't want to upload any Raws to Netflix ever.
yeah. If it
God,
would have
God forbid.
if SmackDown would have went off Peacock and not went immediately on Netflix, you would have had to pick a new one, and we would have immediately jumped right back to that Armageddon once SmackDown would have ended up on Netflix. But thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. But obviously, we're not here to talk about wrestling. We're here to talk about the Mets as the season begins in a week's time, where the Mets will be at home. Who are they playing again on opening day? We
I
will get
believe the
to it.
Pirates.
Oh
Are
yeah,
they?
that's right, the Pirates. Yes,
They're
it is the
Pirates.
Pirates. Yep. We will get to the schedule soon, but we also have other things to talk about, including some breaking news that came out today. One thing that I've been very worried about when it came to the future of the Mets was someday in the near future, we were going to be living in a world where neither Gary Cohen nor Howie Rose is going to be calling Met games anymore. And starting next year, we are going to be halfway to that world because Howie Rose announced today that this upcoming season, the 2026 season, will be his last. And this is big news for
Yeah.
us as being Mets and Islander fans. This is big news for us for both those teams because obviously Howie Rose spent time calling the
Yeah, he hated it.
Islanders. You can say he hated. I
Miserable.
don't know. He had a great call on Tavares's double overtime victory to where the Islanders finally won a playoff series. I'm glad we don't live in that world anymore, where it took so long for them to win a playoff series. They've won a lot more since then, and hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully,
yeah.
hopefully, very soon they'll finally win the big one. But that's another conversation for another
That's a
time.
pipe dream.
But Howie Rose, yeah. A big part of my childhood. Me and my dad used to listen to the Mets on the radio a lot back in the
Back in the
99,
20s. Back in the
2000s.
20s.
No, not that long.
Frank, no one listens to the radio anymore. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I saw your comment on
I mean, am I still a little pissed off and jaded and see the hypocrisy of Greg Rosado saying,
yeah.
telling me that that Mets radio, baseball radio is different than hockey radio, even though I told him specifically these are all the places you can get the Islanders broadcast and these are all the stations you can get the Mets broadcast. And guess what? The Mets aren't on FM. They're on AM, and AM sucks. But it's okay when he makes a point because he's so
Here's
perfect, and Islander
here's
radio sucks.
here's the only difference between Howie Rose and the Islanders situation with Kinger
They they gave him a
and
proper
Picker.
send off.
No, not that
They
they
didn't
gave
stab him in
him.
the back.
Not that. It's that Howie Rose is leaving on his own terms, which King
Yes.
and Picker didn't were not allowed to,
No, they didn't.
which they should have been.
Stabbed in the fucking back.
They
And
should.
that,
They,
Greg said in the I think it was Greg who said the Islanders should honor Howie Rose, and I'm like, motherfucker, motherfucker, they haven't honored the radio team. You want them to fucking honor this announcer who was here for what was it, 6-7 years or something like that?
they already have. They made a post earlier
Yeah, so
pulling up
fucking.
pulling up his call of Sean Bates'
Uh,
penalty shot. They uploaded
yeah,
that
what
today
fucking
too,
was will they upload the Anthony Beauvillier overtime goal with Chris King's goal? No, I don't think they will.
which is
20,
one which
25,
is
25 years in the company for the Islanders. Nice knife in the back. Let's honor this fucking Ranger fan who hated the team, but liked
best
butching. He liked butching.
to me the best call of the Drive for Five era, the era that has gone way too long. But yeah, Beauvillier's goal, Chris King's call on that is the best call since we've won that fourth Stanley Cup. No doubt in my mind.
Stabbed in the back.
Which he
Stabbed in the
was.
back.
He was.
Yes, we're stuck with Alan Fury, who doesn't sound like he gives two shits.
He
Like
does.
he's good, but he's not good alone. He has to show more emotion, and I get he doesn't because he wants to be on TV, and he's gonna be on TV. He does TV when Burke's doing TNT because Burke doesn't want to be here either. He wants to do TNT full time. Him and he
Well,
brought
that's
Butcher to do TNT because he wants Butcher to come with him.
well, that's because TNT is a bigger market.
Yeah, he's the
That
next
has
Doug
nothing to
Emmer.
do exactly. That has nothing to do with how Brendan Burke feels about the Islanders. I think he loves the Islanders. It's
Oh,
just
everyone loves their first job, their first real super job.
yeah.
That's why. See, this actually worked. This is actually interesting because I don't know if the Bridgeport Islanders have a radio team anymore. Because Alan Fearon was their guy, but now that they've officially announced that they're getting rid of Bridgeport, wiping it off the map, little dry erase marker on it, and moving to Hamilton, Ontario, I think it is, to play in front of a real crowd that won't, try to stab the players when they're trying to leave, like Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll take the radio team with them, or if they're gonna say "fuck you," no radio broadcast for you.
So yeah, Howie Rose, a great career calling radio for the Mets. He has. Oh, there's a lot of great
In
calls that came to my mind earlier when I saw that he had announced. First, obvious, the clincher of the NLCS against the Cubs, where
Yeah,
Familia struck out Fowler. The no hitter, which Gary Cohen and Howie Rose both did phenomenal
yeah,
jobs on. The one that was so weird to pull up and watch because it's the first time I've watched this play since we've lost the guy who hit it, and we've
don't
gained the
worry,
guy.
we got the guy who gave it up.
Yeah, the Pete Alonso home run to win the wild card series against the Brewers. Amazing
You could have
call.
played that.
Well, I was watching. I'm saying I was watching.
I know, but I'm
I
saying
watched that.
when they do the honor Howie Rose thing towards the end of the season, I don't think they're going to be playing that because Devin, whatever the fuck his name is going to, Devin Williams is going to see that, and he's going to get PTSD. He'll be like, "Oh no, I gave up a home run back then," and then he'll give up a home run in September of season one,
Um,
as is written down in the cards.
that was one of Howie's best calls, and then the footage after the fact where they were on the team plane
Yeah,
and they were Howie was listening to his own call. That was a cool little moment. And then the next series where he called Lindor's grand slam, and then
yeah,
ultimately Diaz striking out Kyle Schwarber to end that series was a great call again by Howie. And that's only scratching the surface of great Howie
it,
Rose calls. We're
we have his
talking about
9/11 call too.
oh yes, yes, he was on TV for that one. That was there was a time where Howie was
Yeah,
calling TV, and yeah, that Piazza home run call was tremendous by Howie. And
he was.
that's one that's going to be remembered forever because we're talking about a a world event, a tragic world event
Yeah,
that will always be remembered. And when you talk about that, when you bring it up in sports context, you obviously go to Mike Piazza. That was the first big
yeah.
moment to happen after 9/11, and Howie Rose will always have a connection to that.
And the funny story, the funny story about that is they were told not to mention any bombs. So he knew it was a home run off the bat. He's
Yeah.
like, this one has a chance because he's trying to think of like things to say, like because he knows it's no time. This could be home run, and the guy next to him says, "That was a bomb." But, first game after 9/11,
Oh my
they're
god.
told directly by MSG Networks or Fox Sports, I guess back then,
Yeah.
um, do not mention any bombs or explosions. Guy next to Howie, that was a bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny that we just brought up a few minutes ago Gary Cohen,
Mm.
but we never got Howie Rose's call on the Andy Chavez sketch
Gary was calling it with him.
because Gary's
Yep.
doing that inning.
Yep.
I forget if he was doing if who had the final call of that that series. I haven't listened to the radio broadcast. I try to act like that doesn't exist.
Right.
I
I
try to act
understand.
like the seasons that we don't win don't exist, except
Yeah.
for 2024. It was a good season.
Mm.
I miss 2024.
Yeah,
But
I don't. I've never heard the radio call of that, but I think it was Gary who called the final. I'm not sure.
because they alternated, because that was the first season of SNY,
Yeah. Yep.
so they alternate. Gary would do a few innings, and then
Mm.
Howie would probably do a few innings. Because
Yep.
that means I think Howie probably would have been. This would have been his first season on the radio too, because Gary
No,
was on the
no,
radio before him.
no. Howie was on the radio in the '90s. That's like I said.
Well,
Well, I grew up.
I meant like back. I meant like back to the off TV
Oh, okay.
because
I'm
it would
not
have because he would
sure.
have probably been on. He probably would have been on Fox Sports before SNY, and then
Yeah,
because that was Gary's first season. They had Gary Keith on
obviously, yeah. It
Gary
was
Keith and Ron.
right.
Ron Darling was coming off of working with the Nationals that the year
Nationals. Yeah,
before.
they didn't like him.
Fucking,
National fans did not like Rondo.
they existed for 1 year. How could they not like Ron Darling?
I don't know. He was never an expo. That's the thing.
Well, they don't know the back then. They didn't even acknowledge that the Expos existed.
Which they
They
should
barely
have.
do.
That
They
was
barely do now.
they should be. That's their history.
Don't get into the convoluted history of sports because now we have an expansion team that in Seattle for NBA, which will take your history away.
Um, don't be mad because we beat your ass last night again.
I'm okay with you guys beating our ass. We bent over and freaking lubed up our fucking asshole for you guys to fuck
But
because we
well,
want that.
the draft
That's a hell of
lottery
that's a hell of a thing for me to say right there.
that is welcome to the new channel. I
Well,
mean, this is our this
that's my
is by
put that on a
this
shirt.
is. I do want to say too, so because we're on a new channel, we didn't necessarily have too many like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, but this is our channel. Anything is going to be said on here. I'm just putting that out right now. We had some stuff that we were not allowed to talk about on our channel on that
Hey,
that channel
network, I dare you to
on the
throw us
main.
off the air.
Hey YouTube, we no
Hey,
we had
YouTube,
some,
throw us off the air.
we had stuff on the main channel, which you will still see me on the main channel. I don't know about Tro. Maybe one day the three of us will do a video again. I don't know. One of
Disgusting, the
the
best presidents in U.S. history.
here's a little peek behind the curtain. One of the reasons why we are doing our own channel, we've pulled off and did our own channel. We were starting to talk about the no stuff that we were told we can't talk about, and our main leader of the main channel threatened to throw Tro off because of that. And
It's
I,
funny because I'm not even the one who brought it up.
right. But you're the one who you're not the one in in that time. But you started to talk about the no stuff, and I just went with it. At that point, I
To
brought up.
be fair,
No, you're
you
right.
brought you brought
And
up
in
the
the
similarities in the build to Eddie Guerrero, and
right, but that's not what got us in trouble. What got us in trouble was we were talking about the the celebration in the locker room after the hockey game,
mhm.
the gold medal
Yeah,
game, and I uploaded that as a short. I was like, this is something that's going on right now. It's big news. If I put it out there, we might get some views off that short. We didn't, but that's
well,
a gift
the one
that
person
keep.
who shouldn't have seen it saw it.
Yeah, the one. so So when he went to me, it's like, you know, we have rules here. You're not supposed to talk about that. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but a while back, Tro started talking about this topic, and I just ran with it, and it started becoming part of the show, and that's where he told me, he replied to me, well, to let him know that if he ever does it again, he's kicked off the channel, and
But
I
he can
took
talk
that.
politics if he wants.
Yeah, and I took that as total disrespect to somebody who I've been doing more videos with than him. And I'm
He was
like, you
pretty
want to kick?
cordial with me in his stream.
Yeah, and I'm like, if he wants to go, then if you want him to go, then I'm going. We're both going, and we're gonna do our own shit, and we're gonna talk about whatever the hell we want. So that's why a little peek behind the curtain. That is why there is now a secondary channel, and
Dirt
that is
sheets
why
and innuendos.
that's why I say I don't know if Tro will be back ever on the main channel. I don't know, but you may see me and Christian still do videos. There's no problem with that. But I was not allowed. I was not about to let him, throw Tro out of the FCT
He's free to
ENT.
make shorts of our videos together
Yeah.
of old clips
Um,
that I forgot I said.
Yeah, those some of the shorts that I made are now gone. I didn't want to
Yeah,
bring shorts over to the
yeah.
new channel, but our road to episodes will be migrating to this channel, and I guess we're just going to be making new sports stuff because I deleted all the sports stuff off that channel. I didn't migrate it over here, so this is technically like the first sports thing that will be in our history at least.
I think Cal Ritchie's going to score a Michigan goal for the Islanders,
Yeah.
and you now have no proof to say that I haven't come up with that myself.
I mean, there's the way back machine. If we really want to start doing
There's
that,
there is
there's
there is no proof.
the.
I can't believe you predicted the Islanders were going to go 0-82 this season, Frank. Unbelievable, and that Matthew Schaefer was going to suck.
Again, the way back machine exists. So if we want to start pulling this stuff up, I can
I
find the
can't
old
believe I
videos.
can't believe how happy you were to see the Mets were dog shit at 2024 in May. You were so happy.
Yeah, that epic May recap no longer exists unless you can find it on the way back machine. We were so
We were both
depressed.
hot and miserable
Yeah.
because we have to talk about Pete Alonso.
Well, now we have to talk about the current team, which again they're
Pretty
coming up
decent.
a week from today will be opening day. And Tro, you said that you were going to talk about the off season, so go ahead and bring up the acquisitions and the subtractions as well.
So for people that we've added, we lost Pete Alonso to the Orioles, um, which sucks.
Yeah,
We lost Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers, which really sucks. We traded Brandon Nemo, and we finally let Jeff McNeil go to pasture. But we did get Freddie Peralta in return for Brendan Sprout and Jet Williams. Um, we got Noel McLean still. We added Tobias Myers, which is a was part of the trade,
yeah, he was in that trade.
which is good. He'll he's a right hander. We also got Luis Robert Jr., which is probably going to be awful, but who knows? Maybe he'll actually be good for once. But we added Bo Bichette, which was a replacement. I guess a replacement for Pete Alonso. Um, let's see. We got Marcus Simeon. That was the first like real move of the offseason. We
That's who
traded
we got
Marvin
for
Nimmo
Nemo.
for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, we we added Devin Williams, 3 years.
yeah. I like
Yay!
them.
Yay! Jorge Polanco.
Who is really Pete Alonso's replacement. At least they're saying he's going to be the
Yeah.
first baseman. It
Let's
should be
see. Luke
it
Weaver.
should be Ryan Clifford, but you know
We got Luke Weaver, which is
those are okay
fine.
pickup.
Two
Yeah,
2 year deals isn't too bad for that.
yeah.
Yeah, we got rid of McNeil at like salary dump. So that's pretty much like all our major moves.
Yeah. I do like the Bo Bichette signing. I like
Yeah.
the acquisition of pretty much all the relievers. You know, Tobias Myers. Uh, I don't like that we gave up Brandon Sproat and Jet Williams in that trade, but I do like getting Tobias Myers. I like getting Luke Weaver, and I like getting Devin Williams. But that's
Yeah.
about it. I'm not too crazy about the other moves we made, but so opening day, and we are actually going. This is horrible. Opening day, we will not get Gary Cohen.
No.
We're going to be on Peacock, which probably means we won't even see the opening day ceremonies, although either SNY or the Mets, probably both of them, will most likely stream it on YouTube. So if that happens, then okay. But I still don't like the fact that opening day we don't even get Gary Cohen. Gary, Keith, and Ron, by the way, one of the biggest re-signings in the offseason was Keith Hernandez to keep Gary, Keith, and Ron together, thank God. So opening day will be on March 26th. Again, a week from today. They will be taking on the Pirates. Freddie Peralta against most likely what's the kid's name? How am I forgetting his name? Oh my gosh.
Oh, and that's not Derek Schoolbull. It's
Well, Tara Scribbles a tiger.
yeah. I'm saying it's not Terry. I'm trying to think
Paul
of the other
Skeens. Paul Skeens.
Paul
Paul
Ski.
Skeens. Yeah, yeah.
Poor kid.
So yeah, normally on opening day, the Mets have the pitching advantage. That's why they're so good on opening day. We don't have the advantage here going up. The ace is on the other team on opening day, and that's going to be a problem.
No, we have a
Uh,
race. Freddie Peralta.
Freddie Peralta is not the ace. Nolan McLean is the
He
ace. Nolan
don't
McLean
well,
is.
first of all, we shouldn't be calling any pitchers aces unless you want them to be cursed.
Yeah, again, you believe in that
We
voodoo. You
we know
believe in
we
that
know how
voodoo
this
magic.
works. Are you doubting Papa Shango's powers?
You believe in that voodoo magic shit. I don't. So I
All our
concur.
aces get hurt. Look at what happened to Kota Senga. We called him an ace. He fucking Pete Alonso played pop up with him, and he broke his fucking body.
Well, that's on Pete Alonso. That's not on Kodai Senga. But yeah, hopefully, whoever plays for, which I think was going to be Polanco. Hopefully, Polanco knows how to throw to first, but he still is not going to replace Pete Alonso's bat, and that's an issue. But as we lose Tro, so the Pirate series goes from March 26th through the 29th, all games at City Field, and all day games pretty much too, at least pretty much afternoon games. 1:15 on opening day, which is right. That's the way opening day should be. It should be a day game. 4:10, and the reason for this is because the next two games are weekend games. That's why all three games are day games. Um, as we got Tro back.
So I said ace, and I dipped.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, the opening series is 1:15 on opening day, 4:10 on the 28th, and then 1:40 on Sunday, and then the Mets travel to St. Louis to take on the Cardinals. March 30th, 7:45. That's the first night game, and then March 31st, also 7:45. And the first game on SNY will be the second game of the season. That well, they will also be giving out a 1986 replica ring. That's pretty cool.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
that's right. That,
second game of the year, 4:10 against Pittsburgh, March 28th. For anybody who, or
that's
excuse me, March. No, yeah, March 28th. Okay.
they're doing. They're gonna honor the '86 team this year.
Yeah, it's the 40-year
Maybe they can.
anniversary.
Maybe they can honor the 2016.
There wouldn't
20
be no
years now.
problem with that. Yeah, I wouldn't have no
We're
problem with that.
hey, we're retiring Carlos Beltran's number for some reason.
Yeah, as they should be. Ain't no for some reason. We don't. That
Well, I
season
mean,
would not have been
there's a
as
couple
great as
Mets,
it was.
ahead of him.
Well, yeah, for that argument, I agree with that. But one thing about Steve Cohen is
And I don't anymore.
ever since he's taken over this team, he's made up for a lot of guys who haven't
Well,
had
yeah,
their number retired. He's retiring their numbers. I ain't got no. There's nothing wrong. Carlos Beltran absolutely should have his number in the rafters.
yeah. Hmm.
But now we move into April 1st, day game, Wednesday, April 1st, 1:15 against the Cardinals. And boy, the West Coast trip is starting very quickly this season. April 2nd through the 4th, they will take on the Giants, or excuse me, through the 5th. That's actually a 4 game series. They take on the Giants. The last game on that is a Sunday game, so we do get an afternoon game there, 4:05. Then April 7th through the 9th, they take on the Diamondbacks. And there's another 86 giveaway on the third game of that. Iconic 86 moments, Gary Cohen, or excuse me, Gary Carter bobblehead.
Get a Gary Cohen with the hair from
Well,
'86.
they did do a Gary Cohen bobblehead before,
Uh,
but here's the Gary Carter.
oh, is that how we're going to honor Gary Carter? We're not going to put his number up in the rafters. We're going to
Well, yeah, his number
just give
should be
him a
in the
bobblehead.
rafters.
Him and
His
Yogi
number
Berra.
his number should definitely be in the rafters. We see an old friend on April 10th through the 12th as the Mets take on the Athletics, and that will be at Citi Field. We have another bobblehead giveaway on the 11th in this
The
series.
Athletics of what?
Of this should be their first year in
It's their second
Vegas,
year in
right?
Sacramento.
Or it's still in
They haven't.
Sacramento.
They haven't even really broken ground in Vegas yet.
Oh
I'll get.
wow!
Here's my contribution. When I'm in Vegas and I pass where they built the ballpark, I'll be able to tell you. Here we are live from the where the A's will be playing in about 15 years from now. This thing gets built.
So April 11th, a 40-30, 40 home runs, 30 stolen bases. Soto had that year last year. 40-30 bobblehead of Juan
MVP.
Soto. And yeah, a really cool. This is a cool one where he's got a bunch of bases stacked up, and he's holding on to the bases. That's a cool bobblehead. That is definitely a cool bobblehead.
Yeah, they're all single bases because he only ever hit single home runs.
Um, and now we see another old friend here. April 13th through the 15th. The 15th will be Jackie Robinson Day. These are all West Coast games again. This is a West Coast series against the Dodgers, the reigning two-time now,
Yeah,
the two-time reigning, not two-time champs, but the two in a row for the Dodgers. They'll be looking to go three in a row this year. April 17th through the 19th, the Mets come to Caleb Williamstown and take on the Cubs for a
ew.
three-game series. Best
Well, it's
quarterback
Caleb Williamstown for now.
for now. Yeah, well, it's going to be his
If,
town for a long time.
before they take the ball. No, because remember
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
Cubs are moving.
They're
What the
moving.
hell?
The Bears are moving literally 20 minutes away from
No,
Soldier
that doesn't
Field.
count as Chicago. That doesn't count as Chicago.
It's not Chicago technically, but there's
It's
still going to
not
be
Chicago.
plenty.
They're
There's
not the
still going to be
Bears.
plenty. There's still plenty of Chicago fans that are going to be
Nope,
pulling for the Bears. It's not
does
like
not count.
yes, it absolutely does. There's still a
Does
Chicago
not
team. It's
count.
just like how the
Nope.
Giants and Jets are still New York, even though they play in Jersey.
You know, we're gonna
Um,
annex East Rutherford just to shut people up.
how many bark at the parks do they do in a season?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
they got a
I don't care for dogs.
there's a bark in the park on April 7th, and then
Do
there's a
you like
bark
to
at
be around dog shit?
the and then there's a bark at the park on April 22nd. Well, the series that will be in is April 21st through the 23rd. The Mets will take on the Minnesota Twins. And First Responders Night Appreciation will be right after Bark at the Park Night on the 23rd. And the next series has another 86 iconic moments bobblehead, but
Jesus Christ. Getting them out
this
early, aren't we?
yeah, they are. That's crazy. But the next series, April 24th through the 26th against the Colorado Rockies. This one will be Jesse Orosco, and it's his infamous
Yeah.
celebration after the final out where he is on his knees there. And then
Now,
the very next day is a Mr. Met at the Unisphere light up bobblehead. This is actually pretty cool. Look at this. That is
wow, they're acknowledging the 1962 World Fair
yeah.
or
It's
64 World Fair, whatever.
that is
Probably
April 20.
64.
It's somewhere around that. I'm not sure, but that will be April 25th. Uh, my goodness, there's another bark at the park. April 28th against the
Now, are
Nationals.
they going to have that fan who ran to the field during the World Series celebration? Is he going to get a bobble?
That would be cool. Well, we have the whole season outside of a month left to
Can
go,
we
so we'll see.
can we have Keith Hernandez sitting in the Mets in Davy Johnson's locker,
Highly doubt
David
it.
Davy Johnson's room, drinking
I,
a
hi-
beer, expecting the Mets to lose in Game 6?
I highly doubt that, especially with the beer. But that would be hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I gave up on the Mets. I didn't think we were going to win. I was pretty happy though.
Third Third Bark at the Park in the month. April 28th through the 30th, the Mets will take on the Nationals. The Bark at the Park is the first game of that series, April 28th. And now we move on to May. May 1st through the 3rd, the Mets will travel to LA to take on the Angels. So you got two West Coast late
Boo.
games. Two late games on that one, 9:38 for both the first
Contract
two
the
games.
Angels.
And then thankfully the last game is a Sunday game, so May 3rd, 4:07. Uh, Colorado's a little better when it comes to playing Colorado. They're the next series there, May 4th through the 6th. And you got 8:40 games. 8:40 is a lot better than, 9:30,
Yeah,
10 o'clock. 8:40 is a little better. The last game will be 3:10 though. That's a
crazy how
Wednesday.
hockey can't do that.
Yeah. May 8th through Oh man, they're off on May 7th. That sucks. May 8th through the 10th, the Mets will travel to Arizona, only having one late game, one 9:40 game, the May 8th, and then you got Saturday and Sunday games, May 9th and 10th. And one of them, the Saturday game, is a Fox game, and that's why that has a normal 7:15 start. Another iconic bobblehead moments, May 12th. Mookie. And I guess this is supposed to be him running to the bag, beating Buckner to the bag, I guess.
They should have had a Buckner accessory.
So that series is May 12th through the 14th. That's against the Tigers. The bobbleheads May 12th. The Italian Heritage Night May 13th. And Star Wars Day for all the Star Wars. I know, Tro, you're a huge Star Wars fan.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll be there for that one. And
Um,
hopefully you will sell your wig for somebody to take a picture of it on Instagram. Look, if they ask 50, you gotta tell them, look, it's Star Wars night. We're
well,
bumping the price up.
what day in May is this?
Let me see, May 14th, Thursday, 110.
Sorry,
110.
I'll be too occupied being at an Islanders playoff party.
Hopefully, absolutely.
You
Yes.
know, I just want to say this now. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but
Okay.
when I'm in Vegas, the playoffs for the Islander for the NHL should probably start.
Right.
You know how freaking cool that would be to be able to watch an Islander playoff game in
Yeah.
Vegas on a big
Yeah.
screen. Um,
Too
if they don't
bad.
play that if they don't play that Friday, then just watch it the next night.
Too bad the cup isn't in May. Could you imagine if the
Oh,
Islanders make it to the cup against the Golden Knights
I was about to
and
say,
then
man, that'd be wild. I don't
yeah.
even know if the Golden Knights are in playoffs right now.
Oh, are they not really?
I don't know.
Hold
The
on.
West is so fucking.
I
The West
haven't
is so shit.
I
They
haven't
probably
really
are.
I haven't paid attention to the West. I've obviously because the Islanders are so close. I'm worried about our standings. But let me see.
I like to make fun of the NHL West. It's pretty shit.
The Golden Knights are third in the Pacific, so they are in a playoff spot right now.
Okay.
They're 5 points up on the Kraken and Kings. So
And
they're
how
holding
many points do they have? What does third place in the Pacific get you? How many points
70,
get you there?
76.
That's
The
embarrassing. That's such
the
an
Ducks
embarrassing.
the Ducks lead the division with 78 points.
They should
Um,
just contract the whole Western Conference and just
so
make it the Eastern Conference as the cup.
and here's the thing, they have the same amount of points as Utah. So if they weren't leading their division, they'd be on the they'd essentially be on the inside looking out. Because the Mammoth have 76 points, so they'd be in danger there. But they have a 5 point lead over the Kraken and Kings. So
The
we'll see.
fact, the fact that the Blues were still competing for a playoff spot when we faced them is not
Yeah.
a good testament to how tough the West is. The
Yeah.
West is top heavy, and that's just about it.
But
That's
there
kind
you
of
go.
what you get here with the. That's what you kind of get with the MLB too.
But there you go. You want to make a big free agent splash? Well, that's what it gets you. The Golden Knights are barely hanging on to a playoff spot.
Yeah, they got
Um,
Nathan McKinnon, right? Was that? No, not Nathan McKinnon. Mitch
Nathan
Marner.
Mitch Marner, yeah. Nathan McKinnon is still with Colorado.
Yeah. I don't know why
Um,
I thought of Nathan
yeah.
McKinnon.
May 15th through the 17th is the first Subway Series. I'm surprised there's no giveaways for the Subway Series. There's literally nothing. But
What do
May
you have them to give
15th.
away? A bat from Mike Piazza.
Normally, the Subway Series you're gonna have a lot of fans. Well,
But you
I
don't
guess
have to but you don't have to sell it.
that's probably the argument though, because you
Yeah,
want to you yeah. I guess I get it from that standpoint
because
because
it sells itself. You don't need to
right,
add the promotional thing to it.
right. 15th and 16th is 7:15 and 1:40 for the Sunday game, and of course, oh, I am shocked. A Sunday Met Yankee game not picked up by ESPN. I am presently surprised.
I'll be
Um,
right back.
yeah,
Let's
I
put
heard
this
that
on.
home. I heard that clearly. Um, May 18th through the 21st, a 4 game series against the Nationals with no giveaways there as well. The 18th is 6:40. Oh, excuse me, that's in Washington. Oh, that's why there's no giveaways. May 18th, 6:45, and essentially 19 and 20 also 6:45, and then Thursday 21st a 4:05 start. And then we go to Miami, 22nd through the 24th, 7:10s, 4:10, and 1:40 for the Sunday game. And now the Mets will be looking to get a measure of revenge against the team that essentially knocked them out of the playoffs, the Cincinnati Reds. Although technically it was the Marlins who we play. We actually play a what is this? A 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, a 9 game swing against not only the team that beat us out for the playoffs, but the team that knocked us out in the final game of the series, the Marlins and Reds. A 9 game swing there where we play both of them. May 25th through the 27th against the Reds, and that includes another 86 retro giveaway. This one is a T-shirt. This looks pretty cool. It says World Champions on the front. Looks like you have Keith, Davey, Strawberry, Mookie, and Doc, and then they got everybody in the Ray Knight celebration as he's coming home after the Buckner play. And then you got just the roster in the back of the shirt. This is a pretty cool shirt. If you can see that right there. This will be May 26th. So, Tro, here's another giveaway. This is actually a really cool 86 giveaway. A T-shirt right here with some of the big names on front and then just the whole roster on the back of the shirt. That's pretty cool.
I think the coolest giveaway is probably still going to be the ring.
The what?
The ring.
Oh, the ring. Absolutely, yes.
I got a replica ring from when the Ducks won their winning championship
cool.
last.
Yeah.
It's a really, really nicely done ring. So I'm sure the replicas are nice.
So May 27th, the last game of the series against the Reds is Medical Services Appreciation Night. And now we move
opposed
on.
to First Responders Night, I guess.
Yeah. So we finish off this 9 game swing against the two teams that essentially kicked us out of the playoffs last year. 3 against
we
the
kicked
Marlins.
Ourselves out of the playoffs last year.
three against the Marlins, 3 against the Reds, and now 3 more against the Marlins here. And now this giveaway, first game of the series, May 29th. Oh, it's the I don't know how they're doing this. This says Bobby Valentine disguise.
Oh yeah.
So I thought this was going to be a bobblehead, but what are they actually just going to give you glasses and a fake mustache?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that giveaway is not as special as I thought it was. You can get glasses and a false mustache wherever you want. If you want to look like
Bobby. These are Bobby Valentine specific. And who's to say that was Bobby Valentine? That could have been anybody.
It could have been Robert.
We all assume it's Bobby Valentine. Well, what if it wasn't? We don't know. He was tossed out of the game.
The day after they give away Bobby Valentine's disguise, and here's the reason why they're doing that on the very
Red
next
Sox legend,
day,
by the way.
Yeah, 2 Reds. Wasn't Lee Mazzilli a Red Sox? I could be wrong.
Well, I said Bobby Valentine, Red Sox legend.
No, I know.
I know. Yeah, season and they sucked.
I understand that. Yeah, I know. That big collapse in 2011. The very next day, Mets Hall of Fame induction for Lee Mazzilli and Bobby V.
Oh boy,
May 30th, and that's why they're doing the disguise to celebrate Bobby V. Could have been a bobblehead. Instead, here's a false mustache and a freaking.
I wonder if they'll induct Willie. I wonder if Willie's in good enough terms with them to do it.
Well, you fire a guy at 2:00 in the morning.
Steve Cohen didn't fire them.
That's true. He didn't. I know. Yeah, That's what I think. Maybe I would love it if they honor Willie. That 2016, that was
Yeah.
his team. The final game of the Marlins series is Sunday, May 31st. No giveaway there. So we move on to June. We kick off June in Seattle, taking on the Seattle Mariners. And is Lou Gehrig Day a new thing?
Did, I was going to say something really fucked up. Um, I get, no, it's not. They've had it before, unless they're doing like something super special now for it.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. That's pretty cool. June 1st through the 3rd against the Marlins in Seattle, with June 2nd being Lou.
Mariners,
What did I say?
Marlins.
Against the Mariners, my bad. June
We're
2nd.
traveling to Seattle to face the Marlins.
June 2nd being the Lou Gehrig Day. June 5th through the 7th, they will take on the Padres, another West Coast swing that is saved by an afternoon Sunday game. But 9:40 and then 10:10 on both the 5th and the 6th.
10-10.
June 9th through the 11th, we have Puerto Rican night on June 9th. This is a series against the Cardinals. And then we have, you're a soccer guy, right?
I love my NYCFC undefeated so far this season.
Well, then you might like this one. June 11th, Thursday, 110 game. They're giving away Mets soccer jerseys.
They could have made it look more NYCFC-esque. I'm just saying, because they do have the fucking stadium being built literally right next to them. So
And I think NYCFC is actually going to have a game on the week before my birthday, July 15th at
yeah,
City Field.
they share Yankee Stadium and City Field for games. They mostly play at Yankee Stadium, but they'll play at City Field when Yankee Stadium is being used by the Yankees.
And you know this already, but since puck drop is coming up, no spoilers. If you're watching, I don't know if you're watching, but don't spoil it.
Oh
Uh,
my God, Josh Bailey has come out of retirement and he's playing for the Senators. Oh my!
sometimes you forget that he was a senator, not on paper
He's
essentially.
he's burning his Islanders jersey and he's singing "Oh Canada, oh the humanity." And now, oh
June
wait, hold on, it's okay. He's beating up Lane Lambert. We're all good.
Lane Lambert's with Seattle, so how
He
would he be at
kidnapped Lane.
this?
He kidnapped Lane Lambert. I don't think the Kraken noticed.
June 12th through the 14th, the Mets will be taking on the Braves, and on the 13th, the Mets will be tributing one of Avril Lavigne's best songs. Yeah, one of her best songs by
No, no,
giving
no, no. He said tributing.
yeah,
Like they're
tribute.
gonna, like they're gonna sacrifice.
No, no,
Umalaka, Umalaka, Saka. We're gonna sacrifice this song.
they will be doing no, they will be doing a tribute to one of Avril Lavigne's biggest
And
hits,
then you, and
biggest
then you
songs.
said Avril Lavigne. I'm like, oh damn, Frank's really into them sacrifice. I didn't think, is that gonna be our June gimmick this year? We went from grimace to sacrificing a singer from the 2000s.
No, the tribute to one of her best songs, "Hello Kitty" bobblehead.
Okay,
That is June
we've
the
been doing that for a couple
13th.
of years now.
Yes, I know. They did it last year. I remember. Um, and on the 14th, another giveaway, Crayola color. This is a kid's one. This is a kid's one. Crayola color your own Mrs. Met bobblehead. Uh, and that's it
Yeah,
right there. You're supposed to color it, I guess. That's
it's
cool.
already pretty much colored in. She's white. She's a baseball.
And now we travel to Cincinnati for June. Oh, speaking of the Reds, Speaking of the Reds, I forgot to tell you this. A little bit of an update on our current road to. Could you guess what this update is and how the Cincinnati Reds were what led me to remember this update? Could you guess what it is?
Um,
We've had a
uh,
Reds fan on the channel before, not this channel, but it's going to be
hey
his
guys,
debut.
my hey guys, Maven
Yeah.
here.
So for the current road to we are on is King of the Ring 2002. For the actual when we get to the actual pay-per-view of King of the Ring '02, we will have guest Maven on the channel. Not the wrestler Maven, obviously. But Maven will
Oh,
be
come on.
here. We had Maven back on the he was on the old channel. He reviewed, no, not reviewed. He recapped the Phillies series from 2024 with
Yeah.
us. So that was cool. We all had fun doing that. So Maven will be making not only his return to FCT ENT, but his debut on the new channel. And that's another thing. And since we're on our channel, I can actually pull the curtain back a little bit here too without going too into detail. But I was worried that Christian was going to be pissed when he found out Maven was on the channel. Hang on one second.
Who's there? Brain gets taking his ball and going home.
So as I was saying, we peel back the curtain a little bit on that that night we had Maven on. I was so worried that Christian was going to be so pissed, and I don't think he even knew. I really don't, but that thankfully he didn't because Christian and Maven one time had a little, disagreement over something, and that's their business. I'm not going to get into what that was about, but that's why I thought, Christian was going to have a problem. I don't even think he knew. But yeah, so Maven is absolutely allowed over here. There is no issue there. So he'll be here for the King of the Ring '02 review, and we're very excited because I have no problem with Maven. You have no problem with Maven, so there's no worry there. But
Even Maven will be on King of the Ring.
June 15th through the 17th, we will be facing Maven's favorite team, the Cincinnati Reds, in Cincinnati. And then we move on. Is this the first time we play the Phillies?
Sounds like it.
That's crazy. June 18th through 21st, the Mets finally play the Phillies. This is going to be in Philly.
The fun.
That's weird. Okay, we have a whole 4-game series against the Cubs after that. 22nd through 25th, nothing but giveaways. First up, Mets purse.
Ooh, a nice purse.
and
Did your
all
did your
orange.
husband get that for you?
And then, well, to go with the purse, you might want a necklace chain. The very next day, if it can focus, there we go.
That's for Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor, who really love that jewelry for some reason.
Well, Juan Soto's coming up too in these giveaways. June 24th, Marcus Simeon jersey.
Oh my god. They have to literally give that away because no one's buying a Marcus Simeon jersey, so they have to give them away.
This is kind of cool.
That's gonna be one of those jerseys that you see like in 5 years from now, and you're like, who the fuck was Simeon? Because people are gonna have the free jersey.
Yeah. This is kind of cool as well. Another really cool Soto bobblehead. A baseball card bobblehead. That's the final game of
Yeah.
the Cubs series, and that will be on the 25th.
No Pride Night in June.
Just as you say that, we go to June 26th through June 28th against the Phillies, and the first giveaway, well, the only giveaway of that series, 26th his pride jersey.
Finally, embracing the gay Mets, even though that looks like it's literally
And
just a white jersey.
no, there's the pride parade on it, and the striping on the arms is rainbow, and the piping is rainbow too, and the back
It's
is
better.
rainbow.
It's
So
better than the logos that they give them.
here's we're gonna try to zoom in on that just to piss the MAGA crowd off. You know, oh my
I mean,
God, how dare
to be fair,
you?
the gay Mets have worked out really well.
Well, there you go.
See, my only issue with the pride with the pride stuff is that the logo for the Mets and when the Islanders do it, it's that the colors that they the colors just do not go well. I
Right.
don't know. I don't know designs of like the colors just do not mix very well.
June, June 29th through July 1st, the Mets will go out of the country. We're
What?
leaving the United States. You know, Trump running the country. We got to dip on this piece of shit country. But no, the Mets will be taking on the Blue Jays from June 29th through July 1st. No, oh, well, that's in Toronto, obviously, so no giveaways. Duh. July 3rd through the 6th, 4 game series in Atlanta against the Braves.
Good.
July 5th, 12:30 start because it will be on Peacock.
What time's our July 4th game?
July 4th. That's that. No. That's the very next day. No, not the very next day. Wait, where am I? Hold on. Oh, that's the day before. 8:08 on Fox because that's a Saturday. So that's a
Okay, so
Saturday
that's gonna be
Fox.
like the big. That's gonna be like the big game of that day because I know they're trying to make it like that's gonna be the big celebration day for America's birthday, even though it's not America's birthday.
Well, you're the
I thought
one
they
who
wanted to set the games around the same time.
you're the one who likes to bring up history, right?
Oh, I love
So
history.
history, yeah, history is a good thing, no doubt. But history says that this is going to be a long game. Remember, well,
That's
maybe
true.
not the last. Yeah, remember when the Mets and Braves played on July 4th in 1985? It was a
So that means
long game.
we're gonna lose to the Cardinals and miss the playoffs.
Well, the Cardinals aren't in our division no more, but
But
could be a
they can win
wild
the wild
card.
card ahead of
Could be a
us.
wild card, yeah. Um,
Congratulations, Royals! You guys have won the World Series this year.
Speaking of them, on July 7th through the 9th, we will play the Royals.
Oh, goody! Yay! So much fun! Yay!
Thursday day game on the 9th. That's 1:10. July 10th through the 12th, Boston Red Sox, and obviously, you're doing all these 86 giveaways.
Could you imagine
One
we don't do it against
one has to be against the Red Sox, and one is
them?
I'm not gonna show the picture because right now the picture for some reason is just the Mets logo. But they say
Probably
that
haven't
on
made it.
yeah, they probably haven't made it. July 12th will be an 86 retro jersey giveaway, and
Oh,
we don't
that's
know. Okay,
you could have done. You could have done a bobblehead. Come on, that should have been the ring day.
that's true. This should have been the ring, but I'm glad they're
That
doing the
should,
but the 86 jerseys look pretty good, man. So I'm
yeah, but it's a retro jersey. I don't know. They're good, but they're not that.
yeah.
I guess they're doing the ring early because the second game or third game of the season isn't selling well. So
Yeah. So July 13th through the 15th will be the All Star break. That's coming right off the retro jersey game.
yeah,
And
that's what everyone's gonna be bitching about.
I don't understand how July 16th, the Mets already have a game that's been moved because July 16th says moved from July 17th.
Who they
That's
face?
it's the Phillies. It says it's an ESPN game, but don't you think ESPN would have already picked this game up? Because that's the only reason why the game would be moved. I don't understand that.
I'm
But
trying to
this,
think because the World Cup starts in June. I just don't know when in June.
hmm. Oh
Hmm.
no, yeah, we. Oh no, that has nothing to do with it. That game is in the during the All Star break, so no, that has nothing to do with it.
Maybe
July
ESPN's
17th.
just messing up.
Probably, I don't know. But July 16th through the 19th, with a day off on the 17th, the Mets will take on the Phillies 3-game series. And the final game of that series is a Sunday day game, 1:35 p.m. In Philly. And for my birthday, we will actually be taking on the Brewers. What's his name? Devin Williams. Yeah, Devin Williams will be seeing his old team on July 20th through the 22nd. And my birthday will actually be a day game, 2:10 p.m. on a Wednesday. July 24th through the 26th, 3-game series against the Dodgers, thankfully at Citi Field, so no late games here. In fact, the last one of that series is also a Sunday day game, 1:40. July 27th through the 29th, 3-game series against Atlanta, Wednesday day game to close that at 1:10. And July 30th through August 2nd. And we have two more. This is a 4-game series against Miami with two more 86 stuff here. The reunion celebration. So there you go. There's the big celebration. August 1st. That is a Saturday. That's your 86 reunion celebration, just like they did in 80, or excuse me, just like they did in '06. But sadly, not everybody will be at that one. Obviously, we've since lost Gary Carter and we've since lost Davey. So not every
This is
and a
going to be
lot
the
of
last time we have Howie Rose do the MC.
that's true, and that's why opening day is so important because Howie Rose is going to be doing MC possibly
Yeah,
maybe
if you
for
guys
the
gonna
last. He did say
the
they did it. They uploaded a video to the Mets social media today where Howie talked about everything. He did say while he's done doing the play-by-play, he will be around
yeah,
for other things. So it may
it's like
not be the last
Jigs.
time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They
Um,
they dust him off whenever they want something cool for the
that, that's great. Jigs is great, man. But I don't know. It's been a while since he's been around, right? I don't know if
island.
he's
We've kept him in storage.
yeah.
He's hiding. He's under UBS Arena breakout in case of Islanders playoff run.
Here's a good day to do iconic 86 bobblehead. Sunday day game, August 2nd, so 1:40, and it's Ray Knight, the man who
Oh
crossed
God!
the plate to win Game 6. Ray Knight,
Here comes Knight, and the Mets won it.
one of the greatest calls in franchise history. August 4th through the 6th, the Mets will be in Cleveland to take on the Guardians. And
Cleveland run.
we have no problem calling them the Guardians here. Since this is our first show,
I mean, I could go either way. I'm
you
cool
could
with
go
either
either
way.
way. Right, which is that's essential. You have no problem
I
calling
do
them
like
the
the
Guardians.
name Indians more. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah.
They're
Well,
better than the Indians.
I don't complain about teams changing their name. Oh, they're still the Redskins. They're still the Indians. I'm not one to call teams by a slur. So
I call the Winnipeg Jets the Atlanta Thrashers, and I call the Coyotes dead.
So August 7th through the 9th, the Mets will travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates with a Sunday day game to close that one out
That's a
on
hell of
that.
a turnaround. That's a hell of a open up the season against them, and don't play them again until after the trade deadline.
Well, they're not in a division, so it's not really a surprise. The surprise is the fact that we don't play the Phillies till June. That's a big surprise. Um,
Yeah,
Final game of that Pirates series, though, August 9th. That is a 1:35 day game on a Sunday. Now, August 10th through the 12th, the Mets travel to Atlanta to take on the Braves. Those are all 7:15. And then weekend series, the 15th, or excuse me, the 14th through the 16th against the Nationals with a 1:40 day game on Sunday to close it out. And now the Padres come to town August 17th through 19th. No giveaways, though. 1:10 to finish that one out on Wednesday. just bring up the day games because obviously people love day games.
Day games are
Not that
nice.
night, not that night games aren't, but
Night games are good during the summer.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Cool you off.
have you seen that the White Sox have changed up their shake a little bit, but they're bringing it back again this year?
It's such a cool looking shake. Too bad you
It
have to watch the
is.
fucking White Sox play.
Well, if you want to go to Chicago on August
Who
21st to
wants to go to
23rd,
Chicago?
well, people who want to watch a good football team go to Chicago.
Who would want to go to Chicago?
Well, if you want to go to Chicago August 21st to the 23rd, you can
Now,
check out that shake.
now, why would you want to
It's
shake when you can have 9 mini hot dogs and 9 things of beer in nine
uh,
innings?
and the last game of that is a Sunday day game on the 23rd. That is a 2:10 start. Time zone again. It should be one, but it's two because of the time zone difference.
Yeah.
Uh, August 25th through the 27th, all night games here as the Brewers come to town. And then we get an opening day rematch. And for last year, the Mets lost that series, I think 2 out of 3, right? Or did they win the series? I
I've
can't remember.
tried to repress last season.
I know they lost opening day, but I can't. I'm almost certain they lost the opening series. But here's the rematch: August 28th through the 30th. This will be here in New York. Um, the 30th is a Sunday Peacock game. Peacock now doing 7:20 games. I thought Peacock was just the 12:30. So we actually have a night game on Peacock. That's interesting.
It's a weird
Um,
time for them to have a game. Weird game for them to pick.
Yeah, August 31st through September 2nd. And this is one thing I hate about ever since they changed it. This dates back to when the Astros moved out of the National League, went to the American League, and they made it where interleague games can happen at any point. And
Yeah.
that has led to too many interleague games in September. That should not be happening. But
It used
August,
to
go ahead.
it used to be so special because you used to wait until June. You get the normal rivalries, you get the Mets against the Yankees, and then you get whatever division it was time to face off against each other.
Right.
So you'd like 1 year you'd be facing the AL West, so we'd get the
Yeah.
Angels. Then we'd get the AL East, we get the Yankees. We get the Yankees some more, then so on and so forth. But now it's you play every single team, and it's not special.
And it again, and not just the fact that it's not special. The playing every team is even worse. But when going
Yeah,
back to when they made it that you can play, have interleague games at any time in the series season, and now the fact that there's September interleague games is crazy. That's horrible. But the Mets
this is why
do.
we won't be around for much longer.
Yeah, this is the Mets will be opening September this year with two interleague games, August 31st through September 2nd, excuse me, in Tampa Bay, um,
Ooh, that's gonna be
against the
interesting.
Rays. Yep, September 4th through the 6th, the Giants come to Citi Field, and you got a Sunday day game, 1:40 start time, and then we get a Monday day game right after that, 1:10 in
That's
Miami.
weird.
Yeah. That's in Miami. The Mets will be taking on the Marlins from September 7th through the 9th. And like I said, that first game, September 7th, is a Monday day game, 105. And just, this is crazy. 6 games in a row, right in the middle of September against interleague teams. This is crazy. September 11th, I get why they do this, but still, it should not be this way. September 11th through the 13th, Mets and Yankees at Yankee Stadium.
Okay, that makes sense.
It shouldn't be that way though.
But
Sep-
come on, you know why they're doing it though.
I know because September
This
11th. That's
but
why I
this
said
this has to be the exception. It's 25 years.
no. There's no exception.
It has to
Play
make the exception.
National League teams should be playing National League teams in September, and
It's the
American League teams. I don't
well,
care about no
maybe
exception.
we're gonna both be stoked by then, so it won't really matter.
Well, I think it won't, but we'll see about that. September 14th through the 16th, we'll see our old friend Pete Alonso, and he's at. This is going to be the return. September 14th will be the return of Pete Alonso to City Field.
Have we not
Uh,
faced the Tigers yet?
we haven't. No, did we? I think we did. Yeah, because that
Oh,
was that was a series where there was like a whole bunch of giveaways, if I remember correctly.
no.
Yeah, so the Orioles September 14th through the 16th. Roberto Clemente Day will be September 15th. That's the second game of that series. And like I said, Pete Alonso's return to City Field, barring injuries, obviously. And I hope I'm
Don't don't
not wishing that on Pete. Just saying, barring injuries.
don't
And
worry. We'll be reminded every fucking home run he hits.
uh, that the Monday, September 14th, will be Pete Alonso's return to City Field. September 17th through the 20th, big, possibly a big 4 game series against the Phillies. That is September 17th through the 20th. And then, oh my goodness, you got to be kidding me. September 22nd through the 24th, the Mets will see Brandon Nimmo. More September uh, interleague. This is absolutely ridiculous. Most of our games in September are against American League teams. 2:35 day game to end that series on a Thursday, and then we close the season out September 25th through the 27th. 3:05 on the 27th to close. Obviously, everybody starts at 3:05 the last game. Uh, and that series will be in Washington against the Nationals, and that is the complete 2026 schedule. And now we get to predictions. How many wins, Stro? And do they make the playoffs?
Um, do they make the how many wins? That's hard because I don't know how good the rest of the NL is going to be. Um, I think the Braves are due for a bounce back year.
Yes.
But I also said that they were going to come back last year after their abysmal start. Let's say 90 wins, and they get the
So,
second wild card.
okay. We are way off
Yeah,
then.
I was going to say we probably are way off.
I got 79 wins and they missed the playoffs.
That's a pretty fair. That's a pretty decent pick there. I could see that equally as happen if they start off bad but finished off 79 wins. I'd probably be decently happy.
Yeah. So, again, our history when it comes to predicting in these previews, we did say the Mets were going to miss the playoffs in 2024. We were wrong about that.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'm wrong about this.
Yep.
And then last year, we both predicted. I'm pretty sure coming off that NLCS, we both predicted they'd make the playoffs, right?
Yeah, we had signed Soto. Everything was going good. We got Pete Alonso. He's here. Edwin Diaz is great. Kota Senga is an ace.
So one of us will be wrong this year, and we are both hoping it will be me, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong here.
Now, the only reason why I have slight hope for this team is that the pitching staff is improved
Yeah, I do. Again,
from,
I like.
from last year.
Yeah, Nolan. You got Nolan McLean for a full season. Jonah Tong
Uh,
is, should be pretty good. Hopefully, we will see more of Christian Scott too, because Christian Scott will hopefully be healthy.
but at the
And
start,
then
we also
you got David
we got who
Peterson.
got at it. We had David Peterson.
Yeah, which is a good
But
start.
you can't doubt Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta is very good. He'll help.
Freddie Peralta. Let me see something.
You just don't like him because we traded fucking two freaking prospects for him.
I'm not saying I don't like him. I just don't like the trade. But yeah, I mean, he's still young. He's 29 years
Yeah,
old. So yeah,
he's still young. He could be good for us.
we will
We
see.
need all the pitching help we can get.
Yeah, I'm still not happy about trading Brandon Stroke. But yeah, Freddie Peralta's good. He's still young. He's only 29 years old. So we'll see. We'll see.
And I think the bullpen's dog shit. The bullpen's always gonna be dog shit. Doesn't matter who the fuck you add. Bullpen will suck. Especially now that Diaz is gone.
Yeah, that's not how bullpens work. You just think
It's
that
been dog shit
because
for 15 years.
no, it hasn't. First of all,
We haven't had good.
The Mets have had some good bullpens over the year. Not a lot. I damn sure get that. But just because they're the Mets and they
We
have a
had
history,
Danny Young on the team 2 years
I hated Danny Young. But just because the Mets have had a bad history of bad
ago.
history
Who's our Danny
when it
Young this time?
yeah. Just because the Mets have had bad history of bullpens doesn't mean the bullpen is going to be bad this year. I like the
No,
Devin Williams signing. It's one of the moves that I actually did like this offseason. There weren't many of them. That was one of the moves I actually liked. I did not like getting Luis Roberts for fucking Luis Angel
you
Acuna.
can't even remember his name.
I don't like getting a fucking 35-year-old
Yeah,
Marcus
but Nimmo
Simeon
didn't want to be here.
even if he didn't trade him for somebody else, second base should have either been Jet Williams or Luis Angel Acuna's spot, and they're no longer here because we need a 35. It's Steve Cohen's specialty. If you're mid 30s
Here we
to
go.
late 30s, you have to
If you're
put
new
on
to
the
this
net.
channel, Frank hates Steve Cohen and thinks that the Wilpons are the greatest things to ever happen to
No,
baseball.
no. I never said the Wilpons were the greatest thing to happen to baseball.
Well, you wanted them to sell fucking to A Rod and J Lo
Yeah, I
instead
did.
of this guy who actually loves the team and
This
loves
guy
to
who
spend money for
thinks
this.
this guy who thinks he's a GM just because he has money.
He
You're
doesn't
not
think
a
he's
GM. Yes, he does. Yes, he
he
does.
doesn't.
He
Do you
needs
think they
to.
would have brought in Freddie Peralta? This
Yes.
is this is fucking dumbass number one GM
No.
is
What do you mean? Do I think they would have brought in Freddie Peralta?
do you think Steve Cohen said get Freddie Peralta?
Yes, I do.
No, I don't think he did. I think that was fucking
I
what's his
do.
name who did it.
He should. He should. They should not be doing that in the
David
first place.
Stearns.
David Stearns is somebody who built the Brewers through the farm.
Yeah, so he wants his old
Yeah.
teammates back.
No,
He
it
doesn't get
just because you're a GM who brought in certain guys to certain organizations doesn't mean you're going to turn around and bring them to your next organization.
but
This
Steve
is
Cohen said that
this
we were
is
building a farm.
and he lied. He's Donald
He
Trump,
didn't.
but he's Donald Trump
Oh, don't come on. Don't
instead
fucking
of the
say he's
fact
Donald Trump. Come on.
instead of the fact that he's running the country, he's running a baseball
No.
team and he's doing a shit job of it. He
Oh,
did
you
say
such a
he,
shit
he did
such a
say
shit job that we managed to get to the NLCS 2 years ago and we missed the
yeah,
playoffs last year
once.
because they were
Once.
incompetent and Pete Alonso couldn't fucking throw a ball to goddamn Kodai Senga and our bullpen shit the bed for another year.
He said we were going to build through the farm the same way that Trump said there
Yes, we
would be
did,
no
and
wars.
we have built
And
through the
both of
farm.
them lied. Both of them
We have
lied
built through the farm.
because
We
we're
have
currently
a very good farm. We have Nolan
we're
McLean
cur-
as our ace.
yeah, that's one guy. We're currently in the middle of a war, so Trump lied, and we are currently trading away prospects like crazy. So
We're currently in a war with the
Steve
country that
Trump
wants
lied.
us to.
Steve Trump. That's what I'm going to start calling Steve Cohen. Steve
Um,
Trump, because he's a liar too. He said we were going to build through a farm, and now here we
which
go.
we are.
No, we're not.
We have Ronnie Mauricio,
Yeah, who keeps
and
who
we have
should
Christian Scott.
okay. Well,
Well,
where's
Christian
Jet Williams? Where's Jet
Mauricio.
Williams? Where's
Where's Jared Kinetic? Kelnick.
Kelnick? Kelnick was that was long before Steve Cohen.
But I'm just saying, you want to bring up random fucking prospects that we
Oh
traded
yeah,
away that
yeah.
everyone thought was going to be.
One prospect wasn't all that good. That means every prospect is bad. Yeah, sure.
We've traded other prospects who haven't worked out either.
That's fine. There's been plenty of damn prospects who do work out. Remember Tom Seaver? Remember when we signed
Who?
him?
Who? We want to get
Remember Jacob
hyperbolic.
DeGrom?
Want to get
Remember
hyperbolic.
Jacob DeGrom?
Remember Nolan Ryan.
Yeah,
if
that's a guy they
you want
gave
to
up on.
get
That's a guy.
hyperbolic here.
That's a guy they gave up on that they shouldn't have. Exactly.
Oh, you wouldn't have
That
worked
just
out here
proves my
anyways.
point.
We could
Yes, he would
we
have.
couldn't develop. We couldn't have developed in that way.
Yes, we would have. Yes, we would. The cream
No,
always rises to the top. If they can't develop them, that's an organization problem. That's not a
that was
Nolan Ryan
that
problem.
was the '60s. That was the Mets in the '70s. Organizational problem. That was them. Um, but I think this team will. Well, we're either going to crash and burn spectacularly or surprise everybody. I think Lindor will be off to a very cold start. I think it will be until May until he starts actually hitting the ball.
Well,
Because he's
remember
hurt.
he did that. He did that in 2024, and that worked out.
Yeah, but he's always off to cold starts. But since he hasn't really had much playing time in spring training, he'll be off to that extra cold start. I think
Lindor gets a pass because of what
yeah,
he's
for
done
now.
for us. He gets a pass.
I think Soto will have a better year.
Well, he's going to
Because
have
Lindor,
more chances. He's going to have more chances to actually knock the ball out of the
yeah,
park with guys on base.
that's
That's
the whole
not
thing.
that was a, how do you say it? A rare, like, how do you say it? Not rare. It was a once in a blue moon type of season. Like
Yeah,
Guys like Juan Soto don't go a full year without. Didn't he hit one though? He did hit one with like
he
three
did,
guys on.
which
Yeah,
is it's crazy. He had a very good year technically. He
yeah.
just didn't hit with people. It just wasn't when they were on base. Like if
Listen,
the Mets could actually hit, we would have made the playoffs.
he had a 40-30 season. You can't
Yeah,
like ignore that. Like he had
no,
a good
yeah,
year. Just the fact that guys weren't on base for him to hit these
yeah.
home runs is not his fault.
Because
And
what was he batting? Third or fourth?
it's got to be somewhere there, third or fourth, possibly
Because
second.
P.
Wasn't he? Was he batting
Oh,
second?
oh God, I hope they didn't have him second. That would have been Brandon Nimmo ahead of him. Brandon Nimmo wasn't doing shit.
I don't know, but we'll see. I don't think that we're gonna see another season like that out of Soto where he
I think
only.
he'll still have a good year. I think he'll have a better year than last year. Stat.
Yeah. The Soto kind of had like a Jets season where the Jets didn't have any picks. Like that's shit you just never see happen.
Yeah, it's just
But
one of those
yeah.
random things.
And now Jet fans think that because they got the guy who led the league in picks with us last year, that's what they think. They think they're getting the guy who led the league in picks. You want to know why Nashawn Wright led the league in picks? Because he was being coached by Al Harris. Al Harris is a pick machine. He
So
gets the best out of these DBs.
they
The
have Geno
thing,
Smith
yeah, well, that's totally different. When Nashawn Wright wasn't getting picks, do you know what he was doing for us?
sitting on the bench getting Caleb Williams
No,
water.
no, he wasn't sitting on the bench. He was getting cooked. That's what he was doing. He was getting cooked. So you take away Al Harris, there won't be that many picks. Maybe he'll get a couple. I doubt the Jets are going to go another season without
That
getting
would be
picks. But
impressive.
yeah, but Trayvon Diggs, when he had Al Harris, was a picks machine. And then when Al
Yeah,
Harris left Dallas, Trayvon Diggs started getting cooked. And that's
but the
what was
thing is,
happening last year. Last year, nobody really talked about how Nashawn Wright was getting cooked because he was doing so well getting these picks. When you take away Al Harris, the takeaways go away. And then when the takeaways go away, people start to see that you're getting cooked. And that's what Jet
yeah,
fans
but
are going to learn. Jet fans
do
are
you
not
think
going to
that
like. Go ahead.
do you think he just gets like his memory erased when he leaves a team that he's not going to remember what he was taught?
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying
how do you explain
because
Trayvon Diggs?
Daniel Jones went from when Daniel Jones said he learned a lot when he was with the Minnesota Twins. Oh my
Minnesota
God,
Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings, and that's how he was able to play so good with the Colts.
But
Like the Vikings taught him how to play better.
the thing is, you get taught. There might be you might just learn different shit from different coaches,
And
and
Aaron
it
Glenn's
might
a
change
defensive
your
guy.
game. He is. He is. I know that. Boy, I bet he was a defensive guy last year. They got no picks.
I don't want to defend the Jets because I love seeing the
Yeah,
Jets suck. But
I,
they got rid of
I.
Caleb Williams. I bet you're happy about that. Traded that bum,
You mean Justin Fields?
Justin Fields, whatever else
I
it
am.
is.
If Justin gets a chance to play, and we
He's
still
gonna
don't
win
know
his Super Bowl.
if Pat, I don't know if Pat Mahomes is going to be ready, but if Justin gets at least a couple games to show that he can be, he will show and
He
he
had
will
plenty
win
of
a job.
chances to serve the Jets.
Yeah, well, this is a much better opportunity. He's
Still
getting
doesn't
coached
matter.
by Andy Reid.
They blocked for him. The offensive line wasn't too bad for the Jets last season. He just didn't. He just kept on holding the ball for too long.
And who's he? Who was his receivers besides Garrett Wilson?
Loser number one and loser number two.
There you go.
You
He's
make
got
chicken salad out of chicken shit though.
He's got Andy Reid now calling plays for him. If he can get in, if Pat Mahomes really is going to miss some time, he's
I
going to be
think Pat
coached.
Mahomes will rather die than that.
He's going to be coached up by Andy Reid. He's going to win a job. I don't know with who, but he will win a job if he gets a chance to play with Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy out there in Kansas
Eh,
City.
doesn't matter because the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl next year, baby.
Sure.
We're running it back. We're welcome to the Baltimore New York Giants.
NFL Throwback. I don't know if you've watched that YouTube channel, but yesterday they uploaded like weird stats, a video about weird stats. One of the weird stats was giant first round picks all end up leaving and going to other teams and having success. So
Eli Apple didn't.
at the end of that, they were like, well, look at let's see what happens with Jackson Dart and I forget who the other guy. Oh yeah, the pass rusher they drafted before Dart.
I forgot his name. I'm trying to forget. I try to block out the negatives in my life. Right now, the Giants are negative.
Well, that guy's not. He's not the negative. He's a part of your
No,
future.
he was pretty good, except for
Yeah.
when he asked for LT's number. And
Well,
then Abdul Carter.
Abdul Carter. There you go. Those are your building blocks right there. Dart, Carter, and
We have Isaiah Likely now.
and Scatterboot. Not no likely about it. You got Isaiah now.
Yeah, we got Isaiah.
Yeah, ain't no
We are
likely about it. You said
we
you
are
likely got
building we are building the Baltimore Ravens of the North.
What's his
Now we just have to trade Tampa.
What's his full name again?
Isaiah
No, but
Likely.
like ain't no likely about it. His name is Isaiah.
Don't worry. If he starts to play shit, I'll be calling him Isaiah shit or Likely shit. Expect a road to open or a Mets or Islanders recap to or open with me shitting on Isaiah Likely. Isaiah Likely to be dog shit for dropping that fucking pass.
He didn't drop that many passes in Baltimore.
Look, we just need to trade for TJ Tampa and everything will be perfect.
That TJ Tampa,
He is.
He
is the key to this defense.
We're on a new channel now. The TJ Tampa video does not exist on this channel, and it won't.
Well, it was a long video. It'd probably take a while to upload. Anyways.
Yeah. I'm not about to do that.
Legendary TJ Tampa.
I already had to edit that video. Remember, I had to freaking edit that because of issues we had. And that took forever to do that. That was re-uploaded. I'm not about to do that again. But yeah, only the Road 2s are making the way. They're going to migrate to this channel. And then after that, you will just see new content on this new channel. And again, whatever we want to do, we will do on this channel. Whatever we want to talk about, we will talk about on this channel.
We did sign that Bears player.
Who did you sign? Oh yeah, Tremaine Edmonds. That's a good sign. I like Tremaine.
That
But
Bears that Bears guy.
we replaced him with a faster Dion Bush, which we need to get faster, and that was a
Deion
big
Bush.
issue. Yeah,
So is he just like is he like a Deion Sanders, Reggie Bush mix?
he's a playmaker. Oh
But
no,
does he say?
Dion Bush. No, no, Dion Bush is a former
Oh,
player with us. I forgot his what's his name? It's something close to Dion, but it's not Dion.
Devon? Devon?
Devin Bush. Devin Bush.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You got
So
a
he's
Devon on your team.
well, we had a Devin last year, so now we have a new Devin. Um,
Welcome to
so
the Devon show.
he's a mix of Devin Hester and Reggie Bush.
He'll never win a Super Bowl then.
He's a playmaker. That's why I like pick, and he's fast. We needed to get faster on defense. That's
You know,
why we
apparently Devon
that's why we let Edmonds go. But
Williams watches the Super Bowl kickoff and then turns off the TV.
but like I said, yeah, you're gonna like Edmonds. He's a solid linebacker.
I'm gonna like that we have a kicker now. That's pretty nice. We would have won a few more games last year if we had one.
Hmm.
Would have beaten you guys.
Yeah, right. No, you wouldn't.
No, we would have beaten you guys. You know, if we
No.
actually had a kicker or an offensive line or defense.
You
We
got
had
beat.
Joel in the first half. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, so did everybody else. You got beat by the Iceman, as everybody else
You know,
did
so
last
someone did compare the Islanders to the Bears. They're like, oh, they're like the cardiac Bears.
year. It's very similar. It is. It's very similar.
Yeah, so we can't wait for us to lose to who do you guys lose to?
The Rams. We're not gonna
I
lose.
can't wait for. Hey, no, that's okay. That means we're gonna make the Cup final, and lose to the
Yeah,
Kings.
the Blues won't be in the play. Oh yeah, they're not in St. Louis anymore. What am I saying?
That's good. We're gonna. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna make it to the Cup finals and then shit the bed.
No, we're gonna make it to the Cup final and win.
Nope. Sorry, no, we're the Bears. We have to. We have to lose to the LA team.
Right now, my Stanley Cup prediction looks pretty good. I said the Avalanche were gonna win. It does look pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know who I picked. I probably picked the.
I
I don't
think
think
you
I picked
picked
the
the
Panthers.
Wild. I think you picked the
I
Wild.
probably did pick the Wild. I thought that wasn't too bad of a choice, honestly,
Yeah.
because they were young and they were still hungry. And
They currently are third in their division with 90 points. They'd be first if they were in the Pacific.
you see, that's my point about the fucking West. It's top heavy. It's like the
Yeah.
top three teams, and then everyone else kind of shit.
The top three teams are all in the Central. The Avalanche have 98, the Stars have 96, and the Wild have 90.
Poor Predators. They gotta play in the fucking gauntlet of the Central Division.
Well,
It can't be.
if they were in the Pacific, they wouldn't be in a playoff spot either because they have 69 points, and like I said, the third place is 76. They'd have a better chance though. They'd have a
Yeah,
better chance.
poor Barry Trotsless Predators.
Hmm.
He fucking ruined that team and left. Fuck their future up and left. That's
Yeah,
so fucked up.
yeah.
Signed Stamkos, traded freaking young players.
Barry Trotz was a great head coach. I'm glad he never was our GM. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
I think Darsh is doing a pretty fine job.
He is. He is.
Pretty all right job so far this year.
I mean,
We'll say this on the Mets.
he brought in a guy with great playoff experience and great clutch playoff experience in Andre Palat, and I love that
Yeah,
trade. I absolutely love that trade.
I will say this with the Mets. They are offering $5 off train tickets
Oh, that's good.
because they're having less parking this year. Oh, this
Mhm.
year, in the next couple of years because of the casino.
Yeah.
Um, So they're offering $5 off on the train. And I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, that'd be awfully nice if the Islanders did the same.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
probably
I'm
not.
still, I'm still waiting to fucking run into Jean Ledecky. I haven't seen him in about
He
a year.
knows. He knows you're looking
I
for
mean,
him.
at this point, I feel like he might be ducking me because the petition, and I would confront him about it. I mean, it's April now, so it's kind of too late. But
Yeah,
it's a bit late for me to be like, hey, can you bring in Craig Picker and Chris King
yeah,
instead of hearing fucking Alan? They score! Yay! Like
yeah.
I know Alan's gonna win a cup, and it's gonna be fucking Alan Fearon's call. It's gonna be they win the cup, yay! Instead of oh my god, the Islanders have won the Stanley Cup.
We got to do something if they win the cup, man.
I mean, I'm going to the parade. Your ass better be there too.
You know damn well I'm not. I won't be there. I'll be
You
watching
will
it.
you will hike your ass from Pennsylvania,
No.
and you will get to the Hempstead Turnpike to, to watch the Islanders drive by, and Matthew Schaefer sip some juice from a juice box since
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
still
allowed to
not
drink.
old enough. Yeah, he's still not old.
He's just a baby. He can't. He's just a baby. He can't drink yet.
Well, so this
He
is our
was sick
date.
today.
This, yeah, I saw that. But it said they said he will play, so he should be playing right now. So this was our debut on the new channel, the second channel of FCTENT. And we will be back once I migrate all of the Road 2 episodes. We will be back with the continuation of the King of the Ring 2002 Road 2, which, like I said, we will have a guest for the King of the Ring pay per view review. But thank you to everybody who's joined, who has watched. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And Tro, anything else before we finish off here?
LGM. Get the F out.
Thank you to everybody who's watched. We will see you again in the future.